Welcome back to the Trotter Chatter podcast, and we're on episode 123. Of course, part of the lovely TalkSport fan network. If you're listening on your favourite podcast app, make sure you hit the follow and give us a rating. It really helps us grow. And if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications with a little
Ding, 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 ding,
ringy
ding, ding, ding,
bell.
ding.
That way, you will never miss an episode. This episode is again brought to you by our lovely sponsors, Triple Hire, the local specialists in tool and plant hire right here in the Bolton area. Whether you're tackling a big job on site or just need the right bit of kit for a project at home, Triple Hire have got you covered with quality equipment and expert service. Big thanks for supporting the podcast, guys, as always. Ben, how you doing, love?
Oh, not too bad, mate. Had a pretty good weekend. We had our little date. It was gorgeous.
So, tell the world how I wined and dined you quite literally.
Well, we had wine and then we dined on Chinese. Chinese and wine sounds sensational, and it was.
It was nice, wasn't it? It was good.
It wasn't wholesome at all.
Moving the podcast to a Monday recently, though, this what you've been up to when we spent all weekend together is a bit.
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
stop asking me this.
Leave me
Get a
alone.
better memory.
Just sports, yeah. James, how you doing, love?
Yeah, not too bad. Obviously, we went to footy on Saturday. Had a decent-ish day, and then I let you two get up to your nuptials. So I just went home and had a nice little pamper day. It was beautiful.
You're gonna have to elaborate on what that means now. We can't just walk over that.
I basically stayed in and drank a couple of more Guinness and then went to bed.
Oh, I thought you meant you were wearing Pampers.
I thought it was like face mask and all that, bubble bath sort of job.
Oh, yeah, dirty bath bombs.
Dirty bath
No,
bombs.
James, that's poo.
We put a
Not poo bombs.
We put a fair bit away, didn't we? Went through some Guineas and some wines. We did good innings, good innings. So we'll have some news then first. Bolton Wanderers manager Miles Smith has left the club, followed by players Faye Knox and Eleanor Seals, who also departed. Caused a bit of a to-do on the socials. Tom Cunniff will assume the position of interim head coach with immediate effect, overseeing all women's first team matters. That's probably what being a head coach of the women's team is. So I looked into it, and it seems a pretty bizarre situation where the players were pissed off that the mates were sent to the reserves and had to train separately, and then the manager and the assistant fell out. Bit of like picking size, and Fergal basically was, "Hey, you got to be heard, you're fired."
Nice and clear then.
Yeah, they got the end bit. That's all that matters. In other Irish news, Owen Toll has been called up to the Northern Irish squad for the World Cup qualifiers, along with Josh Sheehan, who will be featuring against England and Belgium. Stephen Schumacher revealed that Amario was selected in a long squad for the upcoming Young Lions game against Moldova, but has not been given his call up. Moldova and Andorra doesn't get much better than that, does it? But in other news, Amario Cozier-Dubre has been picked in the Sky Bet League One Team of the Week. Well done, Amario. How he gets in and not Mason Burstow for scoring two goals? What did the other guys do that beat him to that? Don't know.
I refuse to believe they were better.
To be honest, I'm surprised that Amario didn't get picked for England either. How Burstow didn't get put in the team of the week and how he didn't get picked for England is...
England under 21s, it's basically just Prem players now, isn't it? So the fact he's even in consideration is pretty mental.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I guess you could see it that way.
Sharman Lowe got in at Doncaster though, didn't he? So windy day. Storm Amy's been here. Not the Storm Amy we're used to. Speaking of which, let's just take a quick U-turn. How entertaining would it be if he came back to manage Blackpool? I would be in my element.
I already 21st of February, mate. If he gets the job, I already know the date. I cannot wait for it.
I think they're fucked either way because they either get Evatt or they get Russell.
Unless Dobby
which one would you rather have?
Dobby's assistant manager though, isn't he, at the minute, so he might get it. We'll see. But yeah,
inspiring appointment.
I'd love to beat Ian Evatt at Reebok. I would take great pleasure with that.
Start blaming his own players.
I don't think Blackpool fans even want him.
I don't know why you would.
I mean, I was going to say you can't really put up much of a fight as to why.
No, exactly, and obviously he was ex-player, ex-captain and stuff, but an absolute toss piece. So windy day, Bolton versus Peterborough. Would you say 2-1 was a fair reflection of the game? Could it have gone differently, Ben? Just overall, what your thoughts on the performance?
I thought, obviously, we started very well. It's different seeing us. Ordinarily, we start a game well, but we don't actually get the goal. So it was nice to see that for a change. Defensively, we were all right, but they had a lot of luck with that ball sort of over Johnston towards Conway. They also, to be fair, as much as Dewberry did get in Team of the Week, him and Gale weren't as involved as they have been. I think Peter did quite well, sort of neutralising them, and Ibrahim Sissoko as well. But I feel like he neutralised himself. You'll just bear with me one moment.
No, it's fine. We'll talk about it in a minute.
Okay, fine. No, I think overall it was all right, but they put up more of a fight than I thought they would after that second goal went in. I think I think there's some issues on our side for it, but I'm sure we will speak about those shortly.
James, then. Mason Burstow, now top goal scorer with 7 in 11. 125 minutes per goal, above Davis Keeler done at Barnsley. How impressed have you been with his consistency, and how surprised have you been with his consistency?
I think he shocked everyone, to be honest, really. I think obviously before we brought him in, obviously the main target everyone thought was Kenny. And then when Kenny didn't come, we were like, oh, what's going to happen here? And then we saw us bring Burstow in. And I think he only scored 3 for Hull like or something last season, wasn't it? He didn't really start that well. He didn't really start. Came off the bench mostly, didn't he? But my God, how has he started? He's been absolutely brilliant. I can't really think of one thing that he's done wrong so far. I mean, like his physicality is brilliant. He's got the pace as well to back it up. But even on Saturday, he showed that he's just your typical number 9. He can score goals outside the box like he did a couple of weeks ago. But the weekend just gone, he's there for tap-ins as well.
As well as chopping someone up and sending them to another dimension. It's,
pretty much, yeah.
You can see the confidence he's playing with, can't you? He just looks
he's
like
playing for fun. He's playing for fun.
Yeah, he's enjoying his football, and he looks like he can take on the world. Teddy Sharman-Lawben made some key saves in the second half. How much of a confidence booster would that be for him? How much did he need that?
I think it's good for him to make a few saves. Obviously, everyone's been on his back a bit recently. There wasn't really much he could have done about the goal. I don't think. It's nothing to do with him that we had 3 people around the player and the pass still got through. I think it's good. Obviously, there's the bits that everyone says, like, I don't care about his distribution. I want him to save shots. That's all well and good. Like a modern goalkeeper does need to be able to distribute the ball, though. He's very good at it. It's good for him. I'm not going to say I'm fully convinced. But no, I'm happy for him. He needed a game where
he needed that, didn't
he? He went up in my estimations when he gripped that player like that.
That did help. That really helped.
Fisticuffs, weren't there? Cyrus Christie looked good on his first run out, didn't he? How much, James, do you think he can bring to the team with his experience, composure down that right-hand side of the pitch?
I think Saturday showed that Cogley is probably going to be in some trouble for that starting spot, because I think he, especially on Saturday, he brought that football and IQ. Okay, he may not have the pace anymore due to his age, but he looked so good out there. His football and IQ was brilliant. The passes inside to the striker, obviously one of them which led to a goal with Burstow. He seemed like he's still got it, and I was surprised because I didn't think he'd do that well. I kind of writ him off, if I'm honest, when we first brought him in, but he's completely proved me wrong. He's went on leaps and bounds, and I think that could be the start of his place in the starting 11.
He's gone pretty much under the carpet, this, but I clocked it. Lewis called him a stump when he signed. He's lightly brushed over that and never mentioned it again, but I remember. Sam Dolby, again, looked a lot better off the bench, didn't he? You can see he's getting that match fitness. I think he brought something to the game, which was good to see. But once again, we're conceding cheap goals, letting them back into the game when really 2-0 up. We should have killed that game off, shouldn't we? We were all over them, and then for some reason we take the foot off the gas. So not great game management there. Let's talk about the bomb squad, as you like to call them, Ben. Is there a concern that the substitutes aren't making an impact? And that's not every substitute. Most notably Joel Randall and Ibrahim Sissoko.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on those two idiots?
I can't stand them. What I feel like, the second Sissoko comes on, I can't concentrate on the game anymore.
He came on at 60 as well.
It's far too early. I find him fascinating.
Not human, is he?
Every time he's very good at 3 step overs, then walking straight into the other player. He's mastered that. Randall, against his old team as well, you'd think, right, I'm going to show this lot. I think they booed him when he came on. I'm going to show him what I'm all about. And what he's all about is a load of melted butter.
He looked like he wanted to cry and he wanted to be off the pitch as soon as he were on it. Multiple times I saw the ball coming to him and he won't put his foot in, he won't put himself in the way of a challenge. I've made my decision on him. He's not for me. He's a wet wipe.
I think he's forgotten what shooting is, because every time he gets on the ball and he's actually got probably a decent opportunity to shoot, he pisses it.
Oh, you want to talk about?
Let's talk about Sissoko's shot, shall we? Have you anyone seen smash a slow shot before?
It was Bolton's Twitter drilled a slow shot towards goal. That's not possible.
But it is in Sissoko land. He does physics backwards.
I do not want to go to Sissoko land. It sounds terrible.
There's a very, very, very dragged out bit we can do about Sissoko land at some point when we're quiet.
I don't think he's a football, I think he's secretly a volleyball player with those hands.
Because he's always the first man when we're defending a corner. He's there, flat-footed, gormlessly looking around. I don't think he actually knows what's happening.
When that corner happening.
And am I supposed to be marking someone?
It's just like, where's it
Ibrahim,
going,
are you
Ibrahim?
doing something?
What?
Oh, are you marking him? Okay, I'll just stand here.
Isn't it a windy day? Concentrate!
Oh shit, it's a corner.
He blows me mind. I can't. I feel like I can only watch him from the 85th minute from now on.
Too early.
The games are too important.
Too early.
Like 85, when we're 3-0 up, that's when you bring on Ibrahim Sissoko.
Here's one then. In my mind, I felt like I've skipped over this game a little bit because winning one isn't just enough. We need to win another. And it feels a bit like, job done, on to the next one. Yes, it was a bit of a sketchy performance, but we got the job done. And in 2 days' time, we won't remember that game. What do we need to change?
It now.
Well, that's it. There you go. What do we need to change going into that Burton game to get a better, more convincing result there? That's to anyone, that.
Oh. Well,
I feel like we just...
It's one of them, isn't it? When you look at it on paper, that the football isn't that bad. It's just we either don't start well or we drop off towards the start of the
We
second
even did it
half,
against
and we get a
Wigan,
bit
though, didn't we?
lackadaisy.
We even did it against Wigan.
Yeah.
Just
So it's one of them. I think it's just combining it to both. Start off strong. Don't lose your head at the start of the second half. Keep at it.
Is there an argument that maybe some of the finishers didn't come on at the right time as well? I don't know. We might have lost leg. I think if you bring in Morley on, maybe bring him on a little bit earlier and bring Sissoko on a little bit later.
I'm all on board. No,
Yeah.
I with players like Morley and Sheehan, if you bring them on that late, they don't have any time to actually influence the game in the way that they can. Especially with someone like Sheehan, who when he plays very differently to all of our other midfielders. Having him on for 5-10 minutes doesn't really do anything.
What I like about Morley, he tries to create something in every move he does. He tries to either shoot or get the ball into the box, trying to do something with it. And he's great for that later on. He brings that extra legs. So yeah, I agree. We need to just put a convincing 90 together, and if that is seeing the game out, that's fine. It's not conceding those, because that goal they score was so shit.
I looked at it this afternoon, and I think maybe I was a bit harsh on Saturday because I was disappointed. I just thought it was that bad defending. Whereas I looked back this afternoon and I thought, he had the ball at just at the edge of the 6 yards, and I think he was looking to low cross it in, and it just bounced off Farino and then bounced back to him. I thought that was just unlucky, but then you could say that the marking was a bit poor. But
changes the game, though, doesn't it? Unfortunately, that's the problem. Yeah. It brought them back into the game. Next up is Burton Albion on a Saturday. Whoever thought it?
Nope, don't sound right.
No, normally under the lights, isn't it? And because of internationals, we're going to have to do it on a Saturday, which might be a good omen, all we know. But Ben,
yes,
in Jordan's absence, if I wanted to go for a tipple in the town of Burton Albion, where would I go?
Well, our resident pisshead has sent me through some fantastic information. I had to read through, and you won't be able to believe the options.
Just remember they're called the Brewers, so this should be quite good.
I hope I'm not expecting a fucking Five Guys again.
TGI Fridays.
I hate to spoil it for you. There's no American venues, fast food or otherwise.
What about Nando's?
Not American. So they might make an appearance. First up, for those of you driving, those of you that aren't going to have a drink, we'll get you out of the way first. There is parking at the stadium. £5. We got to pay in advance. Payable on booking. You can also park at the Pirelli factory car park just off of Derby Road for £3.
3.
Or if you feel that way inclined, you can of course park at Eaton Park Junior School. I wouldn't be.
Some of you lot won't be allowed to go there, and we know that as a fact.
Yeah,
we won't dig any more into that.
Some
of you are paedophiles out there.
We've seen you.
We know who you are.
But if you are a paedophile, £4 for parking. Or if you've got the train, by the way, it is a 25-minute walk to the ground. Now, pubs. Just 4 minutes away, the Beach Inn. Not like a sandy beach, another kind. It's a large, friendly, 2-roomed locals pub. Great review. It is basic, with a tidy public bar at the front and a smart lounge behind, with a large beer garden in the rear. James, stop smirking it in the rear. I know what you like.
Grow up.
Your food options are limited to filled cobs and pork pies. However, once a month on a Saturday, they do have a disco and or karaoke. So, fingers crossed.
Come on.
We might get lucky.
Gotta be the one. After a 1-1 draw at Burton. Come on.
Well, if you want to stay over as well, but you didn't get a hotel, they do allow camping in the beer garden. Sounds dangerous.
Sounds backward to me,
course,
that.
depending on the result, just 400 yards away is the Trent and Mersey Canal. So you can go have a swim or a drown.
Or you can just let yourself float away, can't you?
Just
Back
sounds
home.
full of knife crime.
The canal, it's slow crime in there. Then 3 minutes walk away, the Great Northern. An unusual, triangular-shaped pub. I immediately have a lot of questions about the Great Northern. 3 linked rooms, a smart lounge at the apex of the pub, full of railway and transport prints on the walls. You creepy train spotters that probably parking at the school.
Is it
You'll have a
shaped
great
like a
time.
Toblerone then, this pub?
Yeah, it's shaped like a Toblerone.
3 rooms, that's the only way I
You got
see it.
in the centre of your Toblerone, a pool room, and beyond that, a cosy snug.
Oh,
That'd be in the third Alp, the snug, won't it?
Yeah, I'll be honest, I think I ever want to go to the Great Northern. It sounds creepy as shit. 10-minute walk away, you've got the Devonshire Arms. A short walk to the centre of town, and it's on the way to the railway station. So there's a number of continental bottled beers and also English fruit wines are stocked, as opposed to like English meat wines. 9-minute walk away, you've got the Last Heretic. It is a micro pub in a terrace of commercial properties close to the station. Beer, spirits, wines, and soft drinks are offered. And because this apparently is the only food you can get in Burton, filled cobs and pork pies are on offer.
they love filled cobs, don't they?
Who's Phil Cobb?
He's in... Ryan, there's too many of him. He's in every pub.
That al dente.
No, I'm not saying the other one.
And Arthur Chubb.
Arthur Chubb's a bad man.
That's the Chubb.
Then 11-minute walk away, there's the Roebuck Inn, a traditional pub with super friendly and helpful staff. Please do put that to the test. I'd like to know if they are either of those. It's also one of the closest to the train station. So if you want to have a little pub crawling off to the ground, it's a good one to start at. Or a little tipple before you head back home. If you want some food that isn't cobs and pies, your best bet is The Beach, which is a designated away fan pub as well. It does serve food. Alternatively, a 40-minute walk into the town centre, but be aware, the pubs in the centre typically will not serve away supporters. So don't go in shouting wanky wanderers. That will not help you. But that is my/Jordan's Pub Watch. Have a great time in Burton. Don't go to that weird triangle pub.
I actually want to go now.
You would do.
I just want to see what it's about.
I want to go to that one where you can jump in the canal. Or camp in the beer garden.
I don't know about that. Like,
I don't want the cosy snug from behind, James. I feel like it won't help anyone.
Thanks, Ben. Did well.
I feel like John's not going to be happy. I've not taken it seriously.
No. Not in chicken mix and all that shit. Right, Burton Albion are our upcoming opponents. Where they sitting now? 23rd, 22nd?
21st, I think.
they've done quite well as of, recent games, because they drew 1-1 against Doncaster, didn't they? And then obviously previously they beat Cardiff 1-0.
Yeah, well, I've got more written down here. Before that, they lost at home to Plymouth 4-0. Drew 0-0 to Huddersfield. This Huddersfield don't believe the hype anymore.
No.
Lost 1-0 to Lincoln at home. The home form's dross. Lost 2-1 to Stockport, and then drew to Port Vale. So, not the best at home, not the most consistent.
Good.
Players to watch. I've done a little dossier for you. Anyone heard of Charlie Webster? Used to play for Chelsea.
I do know the name.
Yeah, so
Rings a bell.
Well, Charlie
No,
Webster.
he's a footballer, actually.
Top scorer for Burton so far in League One with 3 goals. He's also been involved in creating chances, and they're more consistent players. Jack Beasley up front offers a different style compared to Charlie Webster. He's a big physical presence and give our centre-halves a bit of trouble. Fabio Tavares is one of their attacking outlets. sort of forming a good partnership with Beasley at the moment. Adorka Goodwin Malife, a defender and captain. Kieran Aidan Lofthouse, wide mid, been involved heavily in the build-up and transition phases, something of a bright spark in the team. Jack Armour, defender, featured in most of the games this season, good at contributing in defence and occasional offensive support, including chances created, reliable player. And then finally, Seb Revan also features heavily in the chance created stats and is good with one-on-one duels, contributing both in defence and forward. So yeah, physical players, hard workers. Ben, then after the Peterborough win, how confident are you going into Burton away?
I don't think anyone's ever been confident as a Bolton fan for Burton away. It's one of those that kind of like Northampton did. I can see a world where it doesn't go very well. If they are a big physical team, we need to not make the same mistakes against Northampton. Josh Sheehan can't be the sort of player that plays.
Well, he can't play. He's playing for Wales, isn't he? So he's definitely not.
Well, brilliant then. We're fine. All my concerns are gone.
But like we said, that Burstow miss against Northampton, it changed the game. What about you, James? Banana skin. Or do you see it as a must-win this game? Could it be more difficult than it is on paper?
I never look forward to playing Burton. I'm not really sure because my mind always just goes to 1-1 draw. I think we do need to be winning it because at the end of the day, we need to be winning games like that. Second bottom. Like we've got the team to beat anyone on the day. It's like we were saying before. Start off well. Don't drop. Don't let your head drop at the start of the second half if we are in the lead. Just keep your concentration. You probably said, just as you just said, then it's going to be a physical game. They're probably going to try and play the long ball, but then hopefully that's where our two big centre backs come into play and just completely kill the game off for them.
I mean,
go on, sorry, Ben.
I say if they'll have watched the Peterborough game where they did have a lot of success with that long ball. For me, it's a little worrying, but I also feel like Shuey's smart enough to have noticed that.
Yeah, it's one of them. It looks something as simple as just don't let the ball bounce.
Yeah,
that's it. Get it out your own half. Don't let the ball bounce. If you let it bounce, you're fucked. You've got someone running at you. You panic. Just get rid. Doesn't matter where it goes.
What do you see as a good performance as well as a good result then, Ben? Do we want to see like a bit more not letting the goal in, or are you happy just getting it done either way?
And we can't afford these times like we had at the weekend where we do lose concentration. Because if we're doing it against teams like Peterborough, then say come the big games, like Huddersfield's coming up, Cardiff's coming up, they're going to punish us a lot more than Peterborough and Burton will do. Like for me, I'd see just consistency, focus at the back. Just can't let teams like this be getting back into games against us. Like we're so much better than them. Like there's no question about it. Like it should be a game we're going out and dominating, but at the same time, fine with a 1-0 again. Like I said before, Peterborough, 3 points.
I think at the minute the 3 points just matter, but in the next month, you want to be getting in that mentality of like, right, we're coming here and we're keeping a clean sheet today.
Yeah. The main thing is, and it's where my mind's at, we need to win 2 on the bounce and we need to win our first away game of the season.
Yeah.
It's October now.
The longer it goes on, the worse it's going to get. So we just need to kill it off.
Yeah. Stick with the same starting 11, would we say?
I would.
I don't see why not. I don't think Fours looked a bit quiet, but he did do little bits. And I think it was that turn, wasn't it, in the second? I think that turn in the second half where could have been a goal. It wasn't a bad move.
He weren't bad enough to be putting any of those two fucking idiots in as
I
well.
actually think I'd rather Toll instead of Johnston.
Well, he's
against
playing
the more
with he's
physical
playing with
team.
internationals as well.
You know what? I hate this fucking. I'm so used to us not having to worry about him. I forget that our players are going.
Yeah.
What do we do with the right back though? We're keeping Christie in then, yeah.
Christie was excellent.
I think he showed that
he didn't give us a reason to drop him, really, did he?
As much as his pace has gone a bit, he doesn't really need it.
No,
like
the better players don't need pace, do they? They know where to be.
His football IQ is so good. He knows where he needs to be. He doesn't have to make these recovery runs.
He's the old head, isn't he?
Simon's in a raw and get in.
Yeah.
Don't be messing about with that now.
No.
Don't take Thierry Gale off so early as well. Too early that last time.
Not for fucking Sissoko.
Oh.
So who else have we got? I don't think we got the depth, me personally.
No.
At the minute on your subs, who would you rather have? Would you rather have Randall or would you rather have McAtee?
I feel like I'd rather have McAtee.
I think I'd rather have McAtee at the minute.
McAtee scored some goals last season. He wasn't any good.
He's a worse player, but he puts a lot more effort in.
Randall just his confidence looks shot at the minute. He's got it doesn't look like he's got any desire to want to make a move.
No.
That's not a confidence thing though for me. That's attitude. You at least stop backing out of tackles. He looks scared of everything.
Yeah, I wouldn't change that starting 11.
So 3 points here would potentially put us in the top 6. If it doesn't, we've still got 3 points and we're still sniffing up top 6. Yeah. There's other teams' results and stuff, but put us on 20 points in 12 games, which still isn't quite what we need, that 2 points per game, but it's the best we can do with what we've got, isn't it? Like, we can't go back.
Did you see the I forgot about it. Lewis put something in our chat before about, in terms of stats, where teams would be in the league. So naturally, because of how few shots we've faced, how many shots we've been taking, if you go based off that, we would be top of the league.
If we actually got our expected goals.
Yeah, if you go just that.
That's the annoying thing, though. Like, we're not conceding that many shots, but the shots that we are conceding, they're just going in.
Yeah, so where is it? Yeah, it would be us and Bradford tied for first. Yeah, we are. To be fair, there's some teams that are massively underperforming. Like Port Vale should be fourth if you go off that.
Port Vale can't seem to win, can they? That's their problem. They're not a bad side, actually.
Well, it also doesn't help selling Tolai, does it?
No, they've got Devante Colin now, though, and his return's been really, really good so far.
Who are the next 3 games now, then? So it's Burton on Saturday, then is it Huddersfield, and then Cardiff?
Cardiff, yeah. I could, as you know, I like to operate within the month. Huddersfield and Cardiff can both be beaten. We've seen it. No team is running off with it. Stevenage are top at the minute, and that's not going to last. I'm not taking that seriously. And Bradford, great start, but again, I'm not taking it that seriously.
Do you think if we end up drawing against Huddersfield, then that means Cardiff's got to be a win?
I think we need to win 3 out of the 4.
Yeah.
A draw away at Huddersfield won't be disappointing. But I'm more confident that we will beat Cardiff at home than beat Huddersfield away, despite being there last season and doing it.
It's one of them, the scoring goals, aren't they, Cardiff? But aren't they leaking a lot of goals?
Not really, no. They're having slip-ups. They're not that team who are going to run away with it, but no one seems to be. Like I said, Stevenage are doing really well, but I also don't believe that they will.
I don't think they've got the stamina, have they?
Just gonna, one moment, please. Right. Here's a little game for you. I've been noticing a lot of these influential accounts on the online socials like to do top five, so I thought we'd give a bit of a top five a go. Top five worst goalkeepers at Bolton Wanderers. I'm going back as far as I can remember, but if anyone does want to throw anything in, comments down there. And if you're listening on audio, comments. I've gone with... Who's fifth for you, Ben? Fifth.
I know he never played for us, but I want to put Paddy Kenny there.
See, I put Paddy Kenny in the list at some point, and I think, yeah, he was shit because he never played and he was massively overweight.
That's it. We just signed some fat bloke. I went, you sit on the bench, Paddy.
I've gone with
cob or a pork pie.
I've gone with Remy Matthews at fourth.
That's the Wigan one.
Famous blunder against Wigan. Never really brilliant, was he? Sat on Crystal Palace's bench for a long time. Now, these three. Number 3, Joel Coleman.
He would be most teams' worst keeper by far in the last decade.
If it weren't for 1 and 2.
And we've got him third.
Yeah, it was so.
To be fair, we are talking about is one of them boom because
no, you can't have him.
But come on, we got Pizza Cup games, and Shuey doesn't even have that much faith in him to start him in Pizza Cup.
It's unfair on Broom to put him in this same bracket.
The next two are
so number 2.
They're captain in the bomb squad. These two.
No, number 2, Joel Dixon. What the fuck? Couldn't save. Couldn't kick a ball. Couldn't catch.
He was always in a different postcode instead of being stuck between fucking.
His positioning was the worst.
And he's not number 1.
And number 1 is, of course, Billy Krellin, one of the worst goalkeepers I've ever seen.
We had to bring Grandad out of retirement. He was so bad.
This limp dick prepubescent goalkeeper was so poor that we had...
Prepubescent goal.
That we had to bring Matt Gilks out of retirement, who could barely get about and did a miles better job. So there's your top...
some shitters.
So there's your top 5 worst goalkeepers for Bolton Wanderers. Paddy Kenny at 5, Remy Matthews at 4, Joel Coleman at 3, Joel Dixon at 2, and William Krellin at 1.
I feel like there'll be some conversation between them top 2.
But if anyone thinks of any more, get them in the comments. Can
we have Paul Rachubka just because he's got Chubb in his name?
We've got Ben Amos in there, Sharman Law, Miller, Howard, Al Abzi, Bogdan, and Jussi Askelainen. Should be nowhere near that list.
If anyone says Jussi Askelainen, we're going to set Jordan on you.
We have to hunt them down. Score predictions then for Saturday. I'm going to go for 2-0 Bolton Wanderers at the Brewers. Clean sheet. It won't be pretty, but we'll get it done. Ben.
For all the same reasons, 1-0 Bolton.
James.
3-0 Bolton.
Good Lord.
Oh, I'd take that.
Fuck him.
That sounds brilliant.
We'll fuck
him.
And Jordan's not here to bring the mood down either.
Don't even get me started with him. Trotter Chatter Community League at top is Sharman Law, Taperfade, Bailey Morris. Then I Can Be Your Hero, Andrew Gregson. Up then Whitesley Durkin, drawn with Shabba, Todd Reed. I've dropped from 4th to 8th, Harland Oaks FC. Then Lewis is up slightly to 13th. Then we've got Ben making a huge jump to 16th with Petr Check Yourself. 81 points you got in that game week.
Rip me off after 7 weeks. Outrageous behaviour.
Then Sam's dropped underneath you with Erling Poundland. God, where's Jordan? Billy Gilmore girls are 22nd, and James has had a couple of stinking weeks.
I'm drowning, mate.
24th.
I've got 60 points in the last 2 game weeks.
James, you're just above Make-A-Wish.
You've got like you've not got a varied enough squad across different teams. That's what it is.
I need to. I think I'm gonna use my wild card.
Best time to do a wild card after an international break. I'm going to use mine as well.
60 points I've had in 2 game weeks.
I mean,
altogether.
It doesn't help that when we were in Harvester before the game, you turned to me and went, "Oh fuck, my captain's not changed or anything. It's Reinders."
I have my captains as Reinders. I have my vice captain as fucking João Pedro.
I feel like that's your fault, not the thing.
Oh, it's all James.
I made my free transfer and then I just forgot to change my captain and vice captain.
I mean, to be fair, no one got scored higher than 7 for you. You might as well have just left it on him. It wouldn't have made a difference.
That guy, though, in the first game with Bournemouth, and he triple captained Semenyo, and he got him 54 points straight off the bat.
They're the kind of people that park at the Eton Junior School, though, James.
Yeah, he's never kissed a girl, though, has he? So,
he can't pronounce girl.
Doug! What?
He definitely sits at home, doesn't he? Wanking and playing Football Manager.
Yeah.
Sounds class, James.
Yeah, true.
Doesn't sound like Chinese and wine. Chinese and wine is much better than that. Well, anyway, for this week, everyone, hope you have a lovely Monday evening / Tuesday morning, whenever you're listening. I've been Ryan.
I've been Ben.
I've been James.
Ta-ra, everyone.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.